Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in Hallmark Channel News 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in.
Great American Family actress Cindy Busby got real about adopting her adorable dog, Susie, on the set of When Hope Calls, Brookfield. Susie was a staple on the series set, which Busby used as an opportunity to advocate for pet adoption passionately, something she has been on a mission to shed light on for a decade. In an April 2026 interview with People magazine, Busby, who joined Great American Family after starring in many Hallmark Channel movies from 2014 to 2024, revealed that 10 years ago, when she first moved to Los Angeles, her passion for pet adoption began. After having friends who were passionate about it and following pet adoption-related social media accounts, Busby started her own mission. "I just started digging deep as to what was really going on and why this was important. What I ended up finding was kind of eye-opening and heartbreaking, a little bit. I just made it my mission now to share as much as I can," she expressed to the outlet. Busby and her husband, Chris Boyd, immediately began fostering dogs, something they still do today, even after adopting Susie. This only heightened their passion for pet adoption and making sure that all animals find a forever home. Busby wants to change the misconception that pet adoption stigmatizes rescue animals as mean or bad and suggests they deserve to be in a shelter. "If you don't know any different, you're like, oh, if this dog was in a rescue or in a shelter, they must have done something to get there. And the truth is, that's not always true," Busby shared. Busby hopes her story with Susie will help more people become open to pet adoption because rescuing Susie changed her life forever. 1 year after starting to foster dogs, Busby and Boyd adopted Susie when she was just 7 years old. That was over 5 years ago, and Susie has been an inspiration to the actress ever since. Everywhere she goes, she just makes a friend, and people fall in love with her. And I immediately say, "Hey, she's a rescue, we adopted her when she was 7. And they're like, "Oh, my gosh, she's so friendly," the Great American Family star stated. Susie was the first dog that Busby ever owned. Along with adopting Susie, being life-changing for Busby and her husband, the precious dog had another impact on Busby that she didn't expect. It turns out that having Susie has given Busby a confidence she never knew that she had. Susie allowed the actress to soften and step into her own in a way she didn't expect. "In a lot of ways, it's brought me a lot of confidence," she gushed. The joy and confidence Susie has brought to her, Busby hopes to bring to others through pet adoption. Busby knows firsthand that rescuing an animal doesn't just benefit the animal, it also benefits the pet owner. Actress Cindy Busby is known to audiences for her charming performances in romantic dramas and heartfelt television movies, but her latest emotional message has nothing to do with Hollywood scripts or on-screen love stories. Instead, it comes from a deeply personal place, one that has reshaped her perspective on compassion, responsibility, and the quiet power of giving animals a second chance. In a passionate public plea that quickly resonated with fans across social media, Busby opened up about a life-changing decision that has pushed her to become a strong advocate for pet adoption. Her message was simple but powerful: adopt, don't shop. What makes her voice especially impactful is the sincerity behind it. This isn't a celebrity trend or a promotional campaign. It is the result of lived experience, moments that shifted her understanding of what it means to care for an animal in need and how profoundly that bond can change a life. A turning point that changed everything. According to Busby's emotional reflection, the turning point came when she encountered a rescue animal whose condition and story left a lasting impression on her. While she did not initially set out to become an advocate, the experience stayed with her far longer than expected. She described the moment as unexpectedly overwhelming, a mix of heartbreak and hope. The animal she encountered had endured neglect, uncertainty, and a lack of stability, yet still responded to kindness with trust. That contrast between past suffering and present resilience became something she couldn't ignore. For Busby, it was no longer just about admiration for animals. It became about responsibility. She began to research shelters, rescue organizations, and adoption rates. What she discovered was both inspiring and concerning. Millions of animals enter shelters every year, and while many find homes, countless others continue to wait for the same chance at love and safety. That realization marked the beginning of a personal mission. Speaking out with purpose in her message to fans, Busby emphasized that adoption is not simply about bringing a pet home, it is about transforming two lives at once. The moment you adopt, she shared in her heartfelt tone, you are not just changing their world. They are changing yours in ways you can't fully understand until you experience it. Her words reflect a growing awareness among public figures who use their platforms for animal welfare advocacy. But unlike scripted endorsements, Busby's tone was deeply personal. She spoke about emotional connection, patience, and the unexpected joy that rescue animals bring into a home. She also addressed a common misconception that rescue animals are damaged or difficult. Instead, she highlighted their resilience. Many, she explained, are simply waiting for stability, love, and trust to be rebuilt. The emotional reality of shelters. Busby also brought attention to the often overlooked reality of animal shelters. While many people imagine shelters as safe holding spaces, the truth is that they are often overcrowded and under-resourced. Staff members and volunteers work tirelessly to care for incoming animals, but the volume can be overwhelming. Every adoption, therefore, makes a tangible difference, not just for one animal, but for the system as a whole. She encouraged her followers to visit local shelters, even if they are not immediately ready to adopt. Spending time with animals, volunteering, or fostering can help ease overcrowding and increase adoption visibility. Her message underscored a critical point: compassion does not always begin with ownership. Sometimes it begins with awareness. A personal bond that inspired change. Busby shared that her connection to animals has always been strong, but her recent experience deepened that bond in unexpected ways. She described the emotional intelligence of rescue pets, the way they seem to understand kindness, often responding with loyalty that feels almost immediate and profound. She recounted moments of quiet companionship, where an animal's presence brought comfort during stressful or uncertain times. These small but meaningful interactions reinforced her belief that animals are not just pets, but emotional companions capable of healing human hearts as much as humans heal theirs. It was this mutual healing that inspired her to speak out more publicly. Fans react to her message following her emotional appeal. Fans flooded social media with supportive responses. Many praised Busby for using her platform to highlight such an important cause, while others shared their own adoption stories. Some followers posted photos of their rescue pets, crediting adoption for bringing joy, stability, and companionship into their lives. Others expressed that Busby's message had encouraged them to consider adoption for the first time. The ripple effect of her words demonstrated something powerful: storytelling can inspire action. When a public figure shares a genuine experience, it often resonates far beyond the original message. In this case, Busby's advocacy sparked conversations about responsibility, compassion, and the urgent need for more adoptive homes. A call for responsible pet ownership beyond adoption. Busby also emphasized responsible pet ownership. She encouraged potential pet parents to consider long-term commitment before bringing an animal into their home. Pets, she noted, are not temporary decisions. They require time, emotional investment, and consistent care. Her message aimed to ensure that adoption is not only encouraged, but sustained with responsibility. She also reminded followers that adopting a pet is not about perfection. It is about patience, growth, and mutual understanding. Every animal comes with a history, and every adopter becomes part of shaping its future. A growing movement of compassion. Busby's advocacy aligns with a broader movement in Hollywood, where more celebrities are using their platforms to support animal welfare initiatives. However, what sets her message apart is its authenticity. Rather than focusing on image or publicity, her plea feels grounded in genuine emotional experience. It is less about celebrity influence and more about human connection. Animal welfare organizations have long emphasized the importance of awareness campaigns, and voices like Busby's help amplify that message to wider audiences who might not otherwise engage with shelter systems. Moving forward with purpose as her message continues to circulate, Busby remains committed to encouraging adoption and supporting rescue organizations. She has expressed interest in continuing to share educational content and uplifting stories that highlight the benefits of giving animals a second chance. Her journey reflects a transformation that many pet owners experience but few publicly articulate, the realization that adoption is not just an act of kindness, but a deeply rewarding life decision. In her closing sentiment, Busby reminded followers that every animal deserves love, safety, and dignity. And sometimes, she said, the most meaningful relationships come from the most unexpected beginnings. Final thoughts. Cindy Busby's heartfelt plea for pet adoption is more than a celebrity message, it is a reflection of empathy in action. Her life-changing experience has evolved into a public mission that encourages others to see rescue animals not as lost causes, but as future companions waiting for a chance. And in a world where so many animals are still waiting for homes, her voice adds urgency, warmth, and hope to a cause that truly matters.